Hey everyone, I'm Airwingmarine, and welcome back to the channel and my next Escape from Tarkov video. Gonna go through some changes that I got today about the game, kind of like my version of patch notes, if you will. Mostly changes to the hideout, but a couple of the barters and some other things. So, without any further ado, let's dive right in. Okay, so first thing, because it's my favorite thing, we're going to talk about hideouts. They did a bunch of changes in the med station. Starting off with adding the S-March tourniquet to a bunch of crafts and being required to make a bunch of stuff now. So it made things a little bit more expensive. Not a ton, because this thing costs, like 1,300, so it's not a huge cost, but it does affect a few of these crafts, along with some other things. So I'll start off IFAK. Where's that at? Where's IFAK hiding? So on top of the other components, now you need a Earthsmirch. So the craft is 1,300 rubles more expensive. But these have gotten a little bit more expensive as well. So you might be able to still make money doing them. I haven't looked into the numbers yet. That'll be for tomorrow's hideout video. Salewas are way more expensive to craft now and a lot harder. Instead of having a splint, now you have 2 S-March tourniquets and hemostat. Now, this has made hemostats go through the roof, it looks like. I was seeing these selling for upwards of 20,000 a little bit ago, so hopefully they come back down. You can only buy 5 of them from Therapist once you get them unlocked from her, but they are now needed for the Salewas, which makes them quite a bit more expensive. So they're not going to be making money like they were unless they get a lot more expensive, and they might. We'll just have to wait and see. You also need it for the Serve 12 kit now, which is kind of a pain because this craft didn't make sense, still doesn't make sense. I guess if you can't buy it off the flea market, you can craft it, but yeah, I mean, that's here if you wanted to know. Now, the excited one, they added the Mule stim to the craftables. I haven't gone through and looked at the numbers of this yet, and they're going to swing all over the place. Mules have obviously gotten a lot cheaper. NRG drinks have gotten a lot more expensive. And everything else has kind of stayed where it's at. But you can craft this now in the level 3 med station. Over at the laboratory, they added a couple other changes over here as well. I don't know when this got added. I don't know if it was today or yesterday, but you can now craft Cordura with the tea bags, 4 of these tea bags. You can make a little bit of money at this because you can buy these from Ragman for like 2,000 rubles, and then you can get a Cordura sell it for like 12,000. So there's a little bit of money to be made there, but also another access for Cordura for everybody. They added a Paracord craft. This does not make you money. This costs a small fortune, especially it made duffel bags kind of get expensive, but they have a use now other than just selling to the trader. You can sell them on the flea market and make Paracord found and raid for your task, not for profit. T-plugs got moved. Oh, wait, actually grenade case. The grenade case craft time was changed. I don't know what happened if you were mid-craft, if it waits to update or how it works, but this was changed from like 8 hours and 20 minutes to 16 hours and 40 minutes. Mine says 12 hours and 32 because I have that 25% reduction there. You can see how big of a difference that makes on long crafts for your hideout skill, crafting skill, sorry. And over here, they moved the T-plugs from the T-plug craft right here, for the task. You can't make money with these, but they moved the T-plug craft from workbench level 2 to workbench level 1. And then barter changes. They made some barter changes, interesting ones. And you might know about some of these. They're not all today. Some of them were a day or two ago. But we'll go look at the IFAK. First, this IFAK barter right here. Where'd it go? Right here. Used to be a sugar as well. Now it's just a sodium. Sodium fluctuates. It can be anywhere from 10, 11,000 up to 18,000. So it gives you access to a IFAK with a sodium if you can do that. That's what they changed. No longer requires a sugar. They added 2 scope barters. They added the Elcan barter here, which allows you to get that scope for 2 SSDs. And I believe that's on level 2. Yep, level 2. And then they added a Valde barter. And where was that at? Where did I see that? There we go. Proper. So 2 vodkas and an MRE for a Valde at what level is that? 2. Level 2. So you can get scopes for level 2 barters now from those guys. They also added a hemostat barter. Sorry for jumping around so much. My notes are not the best on this. 2 screws for a hemostat now. So these screws were selling for 7, 8K. So if hemostats are selling for 15, there's a chance for you to get some hemostats. And it's just a max of 2. And that is available at barter is that? Level 1. Yep, level 1. Level 1 barter right there. And then lastly, they kind of nuked the GP coin craft or barter for 5.7s. So now if you want to get a 5.7, you have to trade an MGT, which this still works out. MGTs are like 30 something thousand. Your pistol's like 30 something thousand. But a lot of people will see somebody left the mag in there. Silly goose. A lot of people pull the mag out and sell it because you can sell the mag for quite a bit more than the gun sometimes. And then the actual GP craft now that is in here. Got to look at my notes because I already forgot what it was. Oh yeah, the labs card with mechanic. So you can get a labs card now for 5 GP coins. So that's actually a halfway decent barter if GP coins don't be super expensive. Or if you have some that are not found in raid, there's a way to get a labs card. Well, that wraps up the video. I hope you guys liked it. If so, make sure you hit that like button. It helps out a ton with the YouTube algorithm. Also, if you haven't yet, subscribe so you see when new content shows up. I stream on Twitch most weeknights, so come by and say hi there if you want to. And we have a Discord full of chilled, laid-back people who love to help out and answer questions, as well as brag about some of our awesome loot. So the link for that's down in the description too, so you can join there if you want to. Lastly, as always, thank you guys for watching the video. Your support is amazing and helps out in more ways than you guys can imagine. So with that, we'll wrap it up, and we'll see you in Tarkov.